Today I'm going to talk to you about how to access eBooks and all the resources you have available in order to find books. As you know, there are thousands of books in our local library, but sometimes you may find that the book that you want is not available, and we may have it in another format, like an ebook. It also enables you to find a book immediately without having to make a trip to the library. Furthermore, ebooks don't count as a checkout. So you could have, if you have two hard copy books from our library, and you want to read 3 or 4 more books, or however many more books you want to read, you can always check out those ebooks, and they will not count as a regular library checkout. So you can have literally as many books as you want to read available at your fingertips. So we're going to go into the Follett app in Clever. That is our library app, and that app defaults to Destiny Discover, which many of you may have used. Now, Destiny Discover is great in a lot of ways. However, and you'll see there are ebooks here, it doesn't really work well with all of our ebooks. So we found that if we go into the regular Destiny catalog, so click right here into back office and go to catalog. If you type in ebook, you'll see there are literally hundreds of ebooks available at your fingertips. So they are all right here. And if you see one that you want to open, you'll click here. And open the book. Now, I can browse the book, look through it as much as I want when I'm online. If I decide that I really don't have time to read this book right now, but I want to check it out so I can have access to it later, you check the book out, and it will be held in Follett just for you. So if I check this book out, I'm going to click here, and it is going to show that I checked that book out, and then I can read it. If I close the book, it's still going to be available to me. If I decide that I'm finished with the book, I need to return it. So you'll click up here, and you'll click Return Book. And that way, someone else can check it out. Now, those are just with our Follett ebooks. There are other books available that don't require you to check them out that way. So, if I want to read this book, I can open it, and I can read it online or offline anytime I want. And the thing with these books is that they're available to everyone all the time. So we have several books like that in our library, or in our digital library, that that are able to access at any point in time. Now, there are also Abdo ebooks that are the same way. So certain books, the Follett books, have to be returned, but our Abdo and Britannica books are unlimited checkout. So let me show you one of the Abdo books. I know that we have lots of history books, and there are a lot of football books that were purchased from Abdo. And if I scroll down, I'm pretty sure this one is one. If I click open, you'll notice that it's going to open in Abdo Digital. And I can check this book out. I can save it. I can even read it online. There are lots of things that I can do with these books. So Abdo books are great. You don't have to return them. And most of them are pretty short. So you could read them all in one setting. Shouldn't take you too long to do that. You can bookmark, you can make notations, you can read the table of contents, you can do all sorts of things. So these books are all available, hundreds and hundreds of them at your fingertips. Two other sources that I want to show you are available. If you go to the Causey website and you click on the library page, this is what the library page looks like. Over here, it has a direct link to Abdo Digital, so if you want to go straight to the Abdo books and read those, gives you the username and password, you can log in and read as many of those as you want. There is also Big Universe available, so you can go in there and get books. And there's also a resource that we found called Epic Books. And it does have a time limit, so you can only access those books from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily. I have a code right here, which created a really kind of funny code for me to use. But that's your class code, and you can log in and get books that way. The last resource that I want to show you is Sora. Sora is another resource for eBooks. And if you go back into Clever, where we were before, and look for the astronaut, he is right there. You're going to click on that. And you can explore books here as well. Now, you may find that some of the books that you want are checked out by someone else. I'm pretty sure this book is probably going to be checked out, but we have a copy of it as well. Oh, it's not. So if we want to borrow this book, we click borrow, and then that book is ours. And we can read it for as long as we want. And then when we're finished with it, we need to return it. So click options, click my shelf, click options, and I can return the book. Now you want to make sure you always return the books because then someone else can check it out as well. Finally, if you scroll down to the bottom, there are all kinds of links to great resources that you may find useful. So if you're looking for some information about research, AR and eBooks, any of that stuff, this is the place to go to find additional resources. If you have any questions about anything, please stop by the library. We'll be happy to help. And if you find any more resources that you think would be useful for us to add to our library page, please let us know. Have a great day, and thank you for your attention.